Robin of Locksley survived the burning sands of faraway lands as he served his role in the unforgiving Crusades. He emerged unscathed from deadly skirmishes just to become an exile and face mightier enemies in his own home country. After his previous hideout in Silwich, which was razed to the ground, the forests of Sherwood granted refuge to him and his retinue, while its new rulers threatened all. King Richard the Lionheart's untimely demise plunged England into chaos and left roving bands and their petty warlords free to fight amongst themselves for territory and influence. The Sheriff of Nottingham, a murderer and usurper, exploiting the pervasive lawlessness, pillages one area after another, increasing his power and leaving the poor residents of Sherwood at the mercy of wild fate.
I always worry when you're away from home for long, Robin.
My good friar, the sheriff will face death well before I do.
Hoity as always. I'm just glad to see you in good health, friend.
Don't worry, we're not in danger this time. We're safe here.
I can't help but worry after that nightmare when the Crown's men discovered our old home.
This time they won't run into us. We're well hidden. I saw to that.
The previous settlement was so splendid, too. But I know you all too well, you crafty fox. Fighting back matters to you, doesn't it?
What matters is everyone made it out alive. After I defeated Black Henry and freed Marion, the sheriff completely lost his composure. I must stop the enemy before he becomes too powerful.
Enemies, plural. The king and the sheriff don't stop at their own henchmen. You constantly hear about even more scoundrels plaguing the surroundings of Nottingham.
King's allies grow in numbers. Some are bought with land assignment, others threatened with death and confiscations. We must weaken the grip of the king and the sheriff if we are to feel safe here.
Definitely, Robin. Why, just recently, little John got his shirt all cut up. We can't have you all take risks like that.
He'll recover. You know him. We each have our crosses to bear. You say so yourself.
Well said. You know, you may be right. This settlement seems secure.
This time no one will find us. Time to let an arrow loose right into the beast's heart.
I believe you, dear Robin. But before you do that, you must regain your strength. Setting up a new village is exhausting work. Eat something. Have a drink. Rest in your home. We'll talk later. Have you already managed to get some rest? Good friend. It'll never cease to amaze me how quickly you recover. But so little sleep can't be good for you.
It's good for you, as long as you have water instead of wine, good friar.
So you say. But those who sleep long aren't quick to sin. I'll be keeping my wine.
I knew how you'd react. Take it easy, Tuck. Your cask supply's safe.
I should think so. It's a strategic reserve for a time of crisis.
Certainly. Not another word.
I take it you make yourself so exhausted you can't keep track of your things. Where's your bow?
This time I didn't lose anything. I broke it during a hunt. We've had so much work with building a new village that I haven't had time to craft a new one yet.
The forest hasn't been kind to us of late. The worst is behind us, however, and you can take to making your bow in peace. Grab a hatchet and fell a few trees. The wood should suffice for both the bow and the arrows. I have a hemp cord here that should do as a bowstring.
That's all the help I need. Thank you, Tuck.
A bow is crucial for survival. See to crafting it, but be right back. Our village needs your help. This bow is a start, and it'll leave you with fewer reasons to fear. Unless you get on Marion's bad side again and suggest a post in the kitchen for her. Even the purest steel and holy water wouldn't help you then.
Time's long past. We've explained things to each other and agreed I wouldn't make this mistake again. Speaking of whom, have you seen her anywhere?
Calm yourself. No one's lured her into a trap this time. She said she absolutely had to go and help with the locals, so she'll be back soon.
That sounds like her. You said you could use my help here?
Yes, there are many things we need. Food being most. A better archer couldn't be found in all of Sherwood. Before you set off to take from the rich, perhaps you could use your skills to aid us.
I'll gladly try out the new bow. Stoke the fire. We're having a roast tonight. I'll leave the meat in storage.
Everyone in the village is working so intensely. A small feast should lift their spirits.
Hello.
Saints and heavens above, you're back safe and sound, good Robin.
How long have we known each other that you still need to ask? My eyes haven't failed me this time either. I just hope that there's enough for everyone. Please, make sure they have a warm meal today.
By the Blessed Mother, of course it shall be done. Well fed, and under your leadership, they will soon take up proper work.
What do you mean by that?
The expansion of our settlement, of course. The merry men are starting to run out of breathing room. You are surrounded with many loyal people. Each of them needs a roof over their head. The more houses there are, the more able bodies we'll have for work.
I think I know what you're hinting at, Tuck.
Have I become that predictable? In that case, I won't beat about the bush. We need wood to construct homes for the village's inhabitants. There's...
How have you been getting along? Well, you'll...
you doing?
There you are. I saw the new building. A fine job. I've always believed that carpentry is an exceptional craft.
True. Looks cozy.
Well, time for those who live there to earn their keep. Fortunately, none of them expect a free dinner. We have a few tool production specialists here, and if you build a furnace, you will see that for yourself.
Tuck, are you trying to use some underhanded ploy to send me out into the woods?
God forbid. This time to the quarry. The furnace requires stone. Extract it and watch over the construction. You...
know it's not in your nature, Marion, but have you had some rest since the escape?
I could ask you the same thing, my dear. The Prince of Thieves needs to rest too.
Now you're just mocking me. The Prince of Thieves.
A little, but mostly worrying. So many sleepless nights have passed to settle here.
There's no end in sight. Are you handling our people all right?
I tended to whom I could with what little there was left in the herbal satchel. I can gather new plants myself, but we need more serious equipment to look after the gravely injured.
Tell me how I can help you.
We have most of the construction materials, as well as the plans. Collect some reed for me. It usually grows by rivers and other bodies of water.
And later?
Look over the construction.
Wonderful, Robin. You've learned about your duties as head of this village. I never doubted your hunting abilities, but governing a township is an entirely different skill set.
As you see, I can manage that too.
But let's hope no roofs fall on anyone's head.
I can think of at least one person in Nottingham Castle who could use a roof collapsing on his head.
Robin. Then again, I do feel the same way about the sheriff's well-being. Anyway, listen to me well now. This is a serious matter.
So, you know how to be serious.
I do, and so should you by now. The village that we're setting up here is only the beginning. You'll see for yourself that in time we'll learn to function not as a band of forest outlaws, but as a well-organized community.
That's the plan. I'll make it so that the people will live free again, safe from the sheriff's tyranny.
Of course, I believe in you. And even if I didn't, that would scarcely make a difference with your persistence.
What's this about then?
Why, it's about the people. For now, the ones closest to us. You realize we're surrounded by a vast and marvelous land, and it's inhabited by various houses, groups, and alliances, and they are often not quite fond of each other.
I'm aware of that, Friar.
Try to win the sympathy of at least a few groups. Show the denizens of this land that not all hope is lost. Having their support means you'll travel the road further ahead with greater confidence.
Reasonable. Is there something I should start with?
Every action taken against bandits or the men of King John and the sheriff is an action that counts. To every one of us. When the king's soldier looks to take some poor soul's head, you stop him. And when you see a caravan laden with royal gold, well, I'm sure you see where this is going.
I understand.
There are, however, places where exceptionally concerning things are said to happen.
What do you mean?
The Barnesdale region is a place where you can find both the king's men as well as bandit ruffians. The sons of Adam and the waved children make up the chief threat there. Apart from them, the local people are bound to accept your aid.
They deserve it, and they'll have it. They mean as much to me as the people who live in our forest refuge.
Very noble of you, dear Robin, as always. I know you believe it, but you must make them believe it too. Some of those people are afraid and just want to survive. Others don't really know what to think at all. Convince them with your actions, and the sheriff's reign will fall faster than you expect.
I believe you, Friar. Are there any places I should see?
I have two in mind. Would you prefer to hear about the mysterious thefts or wolves in a silver mine?
Mysterious thefts? Sounds like something right up my alley.
I don't know much about them, but I've heard tell that traders travelling through Barnesdale are relieved of their riches in a rather crafty manner. Searching for any remaining loot or culprits has been futile.
The outlaws? The sheriff?
The sheriff wouldn't have bothered to hide anything. Outlaws would have left clues. Talk to Nicholas. He's a cloth merchant and an old friend. He's probably sitting somewhere in a tavern and mourning his loss.
Hardly a wonder. I'll speak with him. Maybe I'll learn something. Wolves in the mine. Those wine casks were meant for an emergency, not for a single dinner.
Very amusing. Wolves is a moniker given to the House de Grey by the locals. You will find Hildewulf Mine to the southeast. It belongs to King John and should have royal soldiers stationed there.
This already sounds interesting.
But since recently, it's been swarming with de Grey's men. Word is they took by force with little regard for the king's law.
Is there any chance they'll finish each other off?
I'm not sure about that. On the one hand, they are the enemy of our enemy. On the other, they are known for wars and conflicts that they start with nearly everyone they meet.
Anything else?
The de Greys also dabble in exotic alcohol trade and scheming. I won't deny which of these matters interests me more, personally. But the most important matter now is that the peasants from Hildewulf Mine fell out of the front.
Oh, look. It's good to...
Oh,
That must be...
my
You know,
good and
and a friend.
no,
Oh,
excellent.
Are you all right? The right of first night?
Sarding lawless times, and I'm still whole, but my Edwin isn't. Bloody lordlings!
What did you do to that lord?
What was I supposed to do? Stand there and give myself? I bent my leg in the knee and let him have it so hard his eyes came together. But Edwin, poor thing.
It's not your fault. They started it all. They should get what's coming to them.
They got theirs, but they should have got more, painfully.
They call me Robin Hood, and I have an offer for you. You're not likely to find peace here. Sooner or later, someone will come after you. My village is filled with people who don't want to be ruled by lords and brutes. You'll be welcome there.
I have some dowry gold. I don't think it's dowry anymore. I can also work, but not here, not staying here.
Keep your gold. You'll have use for it yet. I'll show you the way to our outpost. When you get there, tell them I sent you. Talk to Marion, and you'll never get hurt again.
See you again, Robin.
Until later, Martha.
It looks bad, but I think it's starting to heal.
Nice weather we're having.
Last I checked, this mine belonged to King John. You don't look like his soldiers.
Aye, well, it did. Still does. But now the silver comes through us.
Now is it the Greys who hold a firm grasp on royal silver?
And since when is King John so pleased to see other hands lay on his treasures?
The bloody hell are you? Oi, Tom, you know this sod?
Can't see it as much too well with the hood on.
Yeah, you're right. You, hoodhead. Shut your face and show it before I shove my iron in it.
Gentlemen, some manners, please. I've hunted bigger wolves. Skinned some bigger ones still.
Ho ho! We've got a live one. Good. I get tired of beating skinny peers in a pope.
Come on then, try your luck with me.
My good lord, what have you done? More of them will come back. They'll cut us down.
No one's coming back here. Calm down. Oh, I can't believe I'm asking this, but why aren't the king's men here?
Oh, hooded one, don't you know nothing? The king gave the mines to the House the Grey.
Since when does the king hand out his estate? As I recall, he's more in the taking business.
I don't know why, my lord. A Maddy, a miner of 20 years. A slave as of recently.
Call me Robin. Addy, don't the de Greys look after you miners?
They do, Robin. They mind that the bruises heal before they have another go at us.
I see.
And if someone's too weak to work anymore, they hang him on the spot. We're all half dead here.
How many of you are down here?
A few. They keep some in the cages. The others they beat to set an example.
I'll free whomever I manage, and chase the Greys away. They should surrender the mine, and things will return to normal.
Look out for their leader. His name's Harper Webb. A dreadful man. He's far down in the mine, like a caged wolf. Even his people are too scared to disturb him.
I've known many men who were said to be terrifying. Hardly any of them lived up to their reputation.
You're free, friend. Thank you, my lord. I ain't seen no sign.
Safe return.
What was that?
Upper Weeb of House de Grey, fearless slayer of poor peasants, unmatched hunter of defenseless miners.
You step into the wolf's lair and mock him? Somewhat brave, but mostly fool.
I don't count myself among the most reasonable outlaws in these parts. You'll see for yourself in a moment.
A hooded outlaw? Am I being honored with the presence of Robin Hood?
So, this is what famous people feel like. Interesting. It's enjoyable. I can't say.
You're about to find out what dead people feel like.
Before the inevitable comes, I want to know, what in the hells are you doing here with your people?
What do you mean? I'm earning my keep and fighting for my family's better tomorrow. The de Greys have longed for a place of their own in this world, and we'll tear one out of it for ourselves. None will treat us like cheap cannon fodder in their wars. We shall have the honors which we are due.
Such a heroic struggle. Does it take much training before you can imprison a dying peasant?
Robin, not everyone will just throw their fortune, land, and comfortable life away in the name of sitting in a forest den. Sometimes you need to take wise steps to stave off defeat.
You took them, and yet the defeat is still coming. I only hope you'll last long enough to realize it was all a mistake.
Yeah, your moralizing bores me. Cease the debate and draw your weapon!
Well, now, that's an idea of chivalry I'd expect from a thick head. This won't take long after all. If you're trying to hide, I've got bad news for you.
What? No! I'm waiting for a convoy!
I had no idea today's youth was so diligent about paying taxes.
You jest at my expense, good sir, and the circumstance is hardly a laughing matter to me.
I'm no sir. The name's Robin Hood. And yes, the situation won't be cause for laughter when the king's men draw and quarter you.
How? How can this be?
Which is the penalty for waylaying royal treasure. And let's be honest, that's what's on your mind.
No! I mean yes, but no! They were the ones who took the only keepsake of my father. His sword. Nothing else returned from the Crusades.
I am sorry. Many fine men made their final resting place there. I barely made it back myself. I'll help you, for the sake of your father's memory and your own. By the way, what do they call you?
I am Tommy, and I thank you, Robin.
Don't mention it. Let's get to work.
We just have to be careful with one matter. If the caravan reaches Conisbro, it will get too dangerous for an attack.
They won't make it that far. That's a promise.
I'll be waiting in a clearing nearby. Join me there when you're ready.
What was that? Huh? Did you hear that? Enemies!
I am ready, Robin. Shall we?
We can. Just keep close to me, and you're... Fine sword. Take good care of it and keep it safe, so that no one else finds it.
I know, Robin, and I am grateful for it.
Robin's actions bring hope to the poor and needy. However, they do not escape the attention of the Sheriff of Nottingham. It is known that one could hardly find a more formidable foe in the entire kingdom.
Keep your eyes peeled. Don't let anyone ever take your weapon again.
I shall be so. This will never happen again. I'll sooner give my life.
Finally, you're here! I'm the one with sore bones here, not you. I saw a camp in this area.
You're fiendishly fast for such a bruiser. What is this, Cap?
Regular thugs, but they can cause trouble if they find us. Besides, saw them hiding something in the hollow tree.
Now you have my attention, John. No time to waste. Let's get moving.
First things first. Sneak up to the guard there. He's watching the camp and he doesn't look tougher than you, so we shouldn't have a problem.
All right, I'll hide in the grass. This'll be easy.